Welcome to Keeper of Secrets Tarot. I am Gypsy Girl, here to bring you another reading for Leo for mid-May 2024. We're doing this reading on full moon, the 24th of May. Moon is in Sagittarius, so we have great wisdom coming in here, especially for fire signs in choosing, making choices, and the right choices, and following through with destiny, having that sense of, I say wisdom, but it's more of a healing wisdom, knowing what to choose, when to choose, and knowing when, the when part, that's more important here. I've cut a couple of times, I just feel inclined to. I'm using the Druid Craft deck that I did back in April. It's a 6-card spread. It's a pretty short reading considering it's only 6 cards, but Earth Signs found a way to get me to keep on going for 47 and 50 minutes. We have a few cards that just fell out. 9 of Pentacles, High Priestess, 8 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. So we're looking at completion here. And then we have the Lovers. So just desserts coming in, making a choice, knowing what to choose, when to choose, and being rewarded for the choices. That's what Aries had. And when we see the Queen of Swords, we're looking at the truth. We're looking at the work, the details of the truth. We're looking right at the details. She's not letting anything slide. So this is, again, closing off a cycle, beginning a new one, and making room for a new cycle, and reading between the lines, seeing into the dark, seeing behind the veil, seeing and knowing, that deep sense of knowing, and knowing when, because here we have that having done the work and then reflecting off of the work and being rewarded for that work. See, and then relaxing into and knowing that you can, seeing that you want to share this with someone, but you're following the instincts about the details. It's going back again toward the truth. If you see these, she's looking right through all of this, making sure that her choices, and I say she because it's very feminine here, very feminine, looking into the details. That's following the instincts and preparing yourself for a relaxation time, a retirement even for some. And I say feminine doesn't mean that no men are involved. It's just a question of understanding, knowing when, that intuition and looking into the details. So it's a touch of Virgo in there somewhere, but coming to the end of a cycle and making choices, again, standing in that decision-making process where you make the choice and you're protecting, you see, you're protecting that choice that you made. Drawing lines in the sand even, making the decisions and sticking to those decisions to put an end to a cycle. Complete what needs to be completed. It feels like an ending here because it is the 20th, it's the world. It's knowing that what you've done has value to it because you're going to be rewarded for it, and this is where justice comes in, for the work that you've done, for following the instinct and preparing yourself for the future, because that's what she's done here. Stalemate is where we don't want to go too far in because it's a lot of information, but that stalemate is to make us see where we were, where we're going, how we want to get there. It's very, again, the wisdom, it's Sagittarius, and the deck cracked open here with the couple here. So commitment, preparing the way for commitment, I see, is what Leo is doing. Leo, you're busy working on those details, going deep within, knowing what you want. Again, there's blockages here that show that there's mind games and that crazy thinking, wanting to, not wanting, but more of being stubborn and fighting against the grain, if you will. But it's all in the mind, knowing what you want and then standing up and fighting for it. Having being blocked because this is where the blockages were coming, just dropped into that mindset, that stubbornness, and that feeling that you have to fight for, that going around in the mind. That's where the blockages are. You see, it's jammed up there. But again, it just means that things are slowing down with that hangman so that you can prepare the way for your future commitment, and making the choices as to what you really want. You're setting the pace, and we have going off into smooth waters. So again, the mind, it's relaxing the mind and letting things play out and taking the time that you need to take. Wise choices, letting yourself relax with the choices, giving yourself that space to discover the truth and move on if you have to, and accepting the truth about moving on because you need more. You're not getting enough with what you had and you want to get more. The honesty. Or coming back, bringing in the truth, depending on your situation. I thank you, Spirit, for protecting and keeping the collective safe, for protecting me and keeping me safe. I thank you, Leo, for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. Most of all, for showing up. Comments are very welcome to raise the energy of collective, change the energy, and have that communication building up, and being able to make things change and shift and compare. If you want to share your stories, your ideas, what's going on, Leo, have me looking out the window. Come back to my little corner. Weather is shifting. Being very quiet, Leo. Thinking a lot. You need to change your mindset for certain things in your life, and making choices. And using that 9 cards. So 9. Oh boy. 6 card spread. The 9 card spread is with the other deck, that Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. This is the Druid Craft deck. I like the 6 card spread on this one. First card is all about you, Leo. Moving slowly, taking your time, have a plan in mind, making choices and following through. This is a long-term decision that you're making here. You already know what you want. You're just going through the motions very slowly, taking your time, holding back. That's what Spirit is doing. Because your plan needs to take time. And then there's Spirit saying to brace yourself and hold on to, and go take that step in with the courage, because this is you, Leo. This Strength card it's representative of Leo, whereas this is an earth sign, so you may have strong earth in your chart, but you're following with plans. You have long-term plans, and you're holding back, or Spirit is helping you to go through certain time factor involved here, because this takes a while. I'm moving slow. Passion burns quickly. Here is more about courage than passion, I think. Here we have the commitment. So it's a question of knowing when, and that's how I started off with, knowing when to make that move, knowing when to go forward, or taking that time to hold back and making wise choices, because there is a commitment that has to come from this plan that you have and that you're following. And Spirit is guiding you, giving you the courage to take that step forward and go into commitment. The bottom of the deck, there's an anxiety, there's worry, there's a lot of worry. Worried about being in a commitment, worried about what will come or become of. And this is where the holding back and taking that long time for a long term. Let's see what's under here. Worried about communication, worried about what to say. Sleepless nights, thinking, holding back, but wanting to move forward, wanting to take action, nervous about taking action, nervous about going forward with a commitment. Again, that sense of family, that sense of belonging, that legacy, stepping up and moving forward. It seems that you want to overcome this anxiety, and the only way to do that is to talk. What you think and what you say, you see where clarity will come, and a sense of belonging, that legacy, that abundance, even if it's about work, talking about work, or changing, moving for work. But worried that things will change, worried that there's a distance and an ending of a cycle. 5 of Pentacles. Thinking that you're not good enough to have, thinking that there's a stalemate, worried. What's all this worry, Leo? Where is your mind? You know you need to take action, but you have to take your time. You're in a position where you know you need to take your time. There's no rushing. The worry is about that long distance communication, having that sense of family, and there's no family, feeling put out, feeling that you will be put out because of family, not being accepted and then being blocked, stalemate. There you are, Leo. Changing your perspective, taking that leap of faith. And then going off to have some fun, getting you satisfaction. Seems that you have quite a plan going here, but it's an overcoming, overcoming. You have to overcome something. You have to get past that sense of loss. Maybe you felt that family has taken something from you, put you out, robbed you, put you in a position where you have to now see difference and change the perspective and grow, mature, change the mind. And we could say here that this leap of faith could be stop playing the fool, or stop being taken for a fool, or feeling that that's where the anxiety is. You're worried about how you will be seen. And that leap of faith and adventure, wanting to venture out, there's nothing wrong with that. Finding your happiness, wanting to run after your happiness, Leo. You're looking for commitment. You're wanting a commitment, but holding back, being held back. Taking that courage. It's holding back because you want to take your time. There's anxiety that you need to overcome so that commitment could open up and make room for the commitment. Let's see what the second layer is, because it's quite confusing here, where there's so much going on in your mind that you're wanting to have the commitment, but you're holding back on setting up to take the steps forward because you're not ready. Sounds like a Capricorn read, where Spirit is saying, wait. You know that you have to wait. You are taking the time. You're setting things up to move at a particular pace. But you have to overcome. You have to overcome fear, uncertainty. You have to see that faith within. You have to make that choice, that wise choice. This is why you're taking your time, because you know you're not ready. You know you're not ready, but you want to be in a commitment, but you're not ready. You have to take the time. And you're doing it. Spirit is guiding you that way, giving you the courage to step forward when it is time. Don't worry, you'll know when. That's why that Nine of Swords and that stalemate card is making you go through, making you go over what it is that needs to be dealt with, to be accepted. That Five of Pentacles, feeling like you don't belong, and then family putting you out. It's a lot of experiences, and then feeling like you don't really want to be in a commitment because you want your freedom, but you still want to be in a commitment. So there's your anxiety, that struggle between should I and shouldn't I. All right, one more shuffle. We'll cut and we'll take 3 more cards. Leo. A little bit of blockage, not too much, feeling heavy. The commitment in itself is where you'll find your freedom. You just have to have faith in that. There we go. That smooth water, that pacing in the mind, of relaxing and letting things happen, and just following the plan, because you have a plan. It'll bring you to the peace of mind eventually. Right? Again, that Nine of Pentacles, just like Aries, where you're preparing yourself, you're preparing for the future. You're at the 9th Pentacle, you need just that one more, and that's where you're needing the courage to step forward. But time will take a little time. Again, it's our slowest moving knight. He has a plan and he's moving forward with it. And there it is, that protection. Same thing with Aries, protecting, being protected, knowing that what you want is protected. That commitment is being protected. It's why there's a delay here. That stalemate, that holding back to gain that courage, that anxiety, because you don't want to have problems with the commitment. You want things to go smoothly, Leo. Spirit has your back. That's for sure. Spirit has your back. Whatever commitment that you are in or want to get into, if you're not into one yet because you're holding back, it is protected. Bottom of the deck, standing in your integrity. This is why it is protected, because you're not standing in your integrity. You're stepping up and you're defending, and you're taking that last attempt of defending. You're putting in that extra effort to make sure that everything goes the way it's supposed to, because you have a plan. Let's see what's under here. Again, the King of Swords, being honest. Taking that step of defense and going over the facts and being honest with yourself about that commitment. What does you want out of the commitment? And here we have our Emperor making the decision, processing, and standing in that authority. Again, it's a double authority here. This is that last attempt. You're bringing out all the guns. You're not taking any chances because you want to protect the love. You want that honesty. You want that victory. Again, the 10 of Pentacles. For that family, and then that new beginning, that passion, that wanting to create and build off of, and speaking the truth about what it is you really want in a commitment. All of that is coming. You see, this is where the anxiety is just going to let go. You're going to let go of it because you're taking your time. The anxiety is going to come down where you're going to be able to speak, you're going to be able to stand and heal that. See, this is a healing card, as well as putting that extra effort in. You want to heal something, you want to tell the truth, you want to stand in that situation of authority where you want to protect and defend. It is your emotional side that you are working on here. You're healing that love within, that self-love, that being honest about the love, what it is you believe in, and what you see in your own commitments, and protecting those commitments, being honest with the family, being honest about what it is you want, and having that open sense of truth within the family, creating a family, putting an end to that anxiety and worry about being in a commitment. You want to put that to an end because you want to start up something, and you have ideas. Again, the plan is to step forward. The plan is to have that courage and go with it, and you're prepared for that. You're prepared for something new, and you want to talk about it, and you will. You want to put an end to all that betrayal, all that. That's what you're putting that extra effort in for, because you want to bring things into light, that truth, that King of Swords, that Emperor. Again, the plan is to bring that peace and have the courage to step forward into a relationship, and then talk about what it is you want out of that commitment that you want to be in, that you want to be in. Leo, you're very busy. These fire signs have it. Shortest readings, I think. Capricorn and Taurus, they were long, even Virgo. But let's see. What is your message for Leo? Thank you, Spirit, for protecting and keeping collective safe, for protecting me and keeping me safe. What's the oracle message for Leo? Let's do a quick cut. Put this together, and then we're done. Oracle message. Oh, the antelope and the wheat, the spider and the passion flower. It's so funny, these cards are coming back. This one I didn't read. It was at the bottom for Aries. I just lifted what was there above it. So we have the antelope and the wheat. That is our 15. So again, it's protection, and that let's see what it says from the devil here. My lighting is fading on me. It's getting a little dark. Doing this and the moon is rising. Okay, why am I having trouble here? No, because it's at the end. I always mix up that L with an I. Sorry, Leo. Here we go. It's at the end here. Nourishment, that feeding into what you need, preparing the way for commitment, and going off into smooth waters, standing up and taking that step, that extra effort, Antelope are associated with community, traveling in large herds. They work together to detect predators, locate food, and care for the young and old. This way, the group supports the thriving of each individual. Likewise, golden sheaves of wheat are ancient symbols of prosperity. A relatively easy grain to grow, store, and convert into flour, and a staples crop around the world. Wheat is closely associated with wealth and abundance. Together, the antelope and wheat call us to nourish ourselves and our community. So again, that King of Cups, sorry. Oh no, it was in the first shuffle, where the King of Wands, he really represents that type of a mature king who takes care of the village and the community and individuals, and ensures that nourishment is there for everyone, and not just nourishment, but what do you need? That king, that mature king, is where you're growing into that, Leo. You're taking your time, and you're bringing in that courage to step into that responsible role of that emperor, being that King of Swords and that emperor, wanting to be honest about your own authority, and then protecting the love. That's where all of this is going. You know what you want. Again, it's wise choices that we're making. You're feeling fulfilled, nourished, and secure. Celebrate your good fortune by sharing it with others in need. Invest in your community and ensure you are supported in leaner times. So when you give, you get back. That's what you're preparing for, because you want to share so that you can have the return come to you within, and create that sense of family, that sense of belonging that we see with that 10 of Pentacles. Being honest about your love, and sharing and giving and caring and nurturing. Again, building up that nourishment for relationship, and taking care of the next person, so that the next person takes care of you. So it's a give and take, you see? And then you're going into smooth waters. Your mind will be more relaxed, because that plan of give and take is where you're working your way slowly to get to. The courage is building up so that you can step into a commitment with that. So the spider and the passion flower is creative and ingenuity. So let's see where we are with this. This is number 2. Again, it's like the emperor. It's not the empress, it's the high priestess. There we go. Passion flower. So creative ingenuity. Spiders represent a balance of light and dark. Cunning yet patient. They spin intricate webs that are both beautiful and deadly. Passion flower is a vining flower that has come to symbolize faith. Again, that leap of faith. Where are we? It was named by 16th century Jesuit missionaries who associated the plant with the Passion of Christ. Its filaments represented the crown of thorns. Its 10 petals, the 10 faithful apostles, and so on. You can solve your problems unconventionally and with cleverness. You need only exercise patience in order to fully appreciate the fruits of your labor. Is that it? The results of your labor. Yeah, it's getting dark. Sorry, Leo. It's a little dark here. I can't see very well. But that's what the patience is. Is that plan that you have is to come through and overcome. Again, we saw that with the 5 and the Pentacles, and then that being honest, that being factual, that being straightforward and going in with the truth about what you want in a commitment. It's where you're going to set yourself free and have that mind, that free mind, so that you can enjoy, so that you can have your love and open up and be loved. Leo, on that note, I thank you for showing up, for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. Until our next read, love and light.